Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yaya and I'm so happy to have you here. I feel like I'm always saying this, but today is like a really slow day for me. It's kind of nearing the end of the semester, so I'm like trying to hang in there for my classes. It's just like classes are getting harder and harder and I'm getting lazier and lazier, so that is not a good mix. And I just want to knit the whole time. So yeah, the secret's out. I started a knitting project. I am no longer just a crocheter. I know how to knit a little bit. And as a beginner, it was definitely really hard to learn. The videos that I watched, I'm not gonna lie, were a little bit lacking in some information. Maybe I clicked the wrong ones. So, but luckily I've been able to figure it out, and it's kind of inspired me to maybe make like a beginner tutorial for people who do want to knit, just because like I think the change from crocheting to knitting is it's pretty hard, just because knitting is so difficult and crocheting, to me it just seems so simple. So maybe I'll make a beginner's tutorial for anyone who does want to learn how to knit, who's originally a crocheter. But pretty much I just wanted to see, the challenge, how much can I knit in 1 hour? Because I see other people who aren't beginners and they get so much done, and me, I am a huge beginner, so I was just curious to see how much I could possibly do in 1 hour. And I'm not going to give any details about this project, even though like I'm sure you can guess what you think it is, but so I don't want to go into details because that's going to be in another video where I tell you all about what it was like working on this project. But pretty much, as you can see, this is really wide, and it takes a long time for me to just do even one row. So I just want to see how many rows can I get done in 1 hour. I do have to go do something right now, so the lighting might not be as good just because it's 4:30-ish right now, and right now the sun, it sets like at 4:40, so I do apologize for that. I was supposed to film earlier, but school and life happens, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna go do something and then I'm gonna come right back and we're gonna start knitting. I'm super excited. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, I would love it if you liked and subscribed, just because it helps me out. And I'm just so grateful for all of you that are here, and I can't wait to keep making more videos for you. I'm just trying to keep up with this schedule because I'm having so much fun posting once a week, even though sometimes I'm doing like every 8 days or every 10 days. No matter what, I just love bringing out content for you guys, and you just wait. Once school ends, I got something coming, okay? I got some more content for y'all. So yeah, let's just see how much I can knit in 1 hour. Okay, so I'm back, kind of. So I had the idea because I want to keep track of how much I'm knitting. So I'm going to use this paper clip, and I'm just going to put it right here, and I'm just gonna put it right there. You see that? So now I will know how much I knit, because sometimes it's just kind of hard to like tell about my it's hard to see my progress just because it's just like a huge piece, and it's just hard to look past that it's like huge this way, so it doesn't really matter how long the other way is. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, so I'm gonna start the timer. I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna get my first stitch ready just because that one's always hard for me to do. Okay, I think it's a knit, so we're gonna do a knit purl. I'm gonna stick my knitting needle in there, and let's start the timer. So 3, 2, I have a timer. I'm setting a timer for a timer. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, now let's knit. Whoa, I just got like super lightheaded for some reason. Bruh, not me realizing that I actually had it paused for like a whole minute. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Okay, whatever. It was like 1 minute, so I'm just gonna like detangle my yarn for like a few seconds, and we'll call that even. Okay, that's ridiculous. It hasn't even been a minute and I already messed up. That's like That is not a good sign for the rest of this week, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go back and just start crocheting. No, I'm knitting. I'm not crocheting. I haven't crocheted in a while, to be honest. I'm like so grateful that I made those tutorials now, because like I'm convinced that I'm gonna forget how to crochet like the things that I like to make the most. And now that I have those tutorials, like if I ever want to know how to make a mushroom pouch or a bucket hat, if I ever forget, like I can never forget, because I can just teach myself how to do it. So I'm very grateful for that. If no one else watches the videos, you know, I will one day. Okay, so 10 minutes in remarks. I'm a lot more anxious than I thought it was gonna be. This clock staring me in the face is like, I don't know why. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a limited time, and like I'm not really like racing, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to just knit naturally, just because I genuinely want to see how fast or how slow probably how slow it takes for me to knit, and like how much I can do in an hour. And I don't want this to be like unnatural, you know what I mean? Like I'm really not going for anything. I just want to see like, hey, like when you're sitting down knitting and watching television, how fast are you going to be going? Okay, I'm pausing the time because I have to get more yarn, and that just definitely does not count for knitting in my head, okay? Okay, so we're halfway in, and I don't know if you could tell, but I was really rushing here and trying to finish this row, because I just wanted to finish it so that I could, you know, show you everything. So I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'm a little, not disappointed, but this is pretty underwhelming if you ask me. I mean, it's not too bad. This is where the paper clip is. That's the paper clip, and that's how much I've done. And one thing that I will tell you though is that this is like kind of huge. This is like over 60 individual stitches. So if this was smaller, this would be so much faster. I'm gonna take this halfway mark to stretch my hands out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's not even that bad. Okay. Well, I'm proud of myself. I'm on a minimum 10 per hour, 10 rows per hour, which I'm pretty happy with. That's not too bad. Okay, yeah. Something that I will say is, one, like this chunky yarn is really kind of a strain on my hands. Like, you know, you can't really do quick movements. I kind of feel like I kind of have to like drag it and stretch while I'm knitting. And, but I mean, it does work up a lot faster, which is something that I do like. It works really fast. And I think I'm continental stitching. I don't even know what the name of the stitch that I'm doing is, or the type of knitting. I haven't even gone into that at all. But yeah, let's just get the last 30 minutes and see how I do next, so I can finally answer the question, how much can I knit in 1 hour? So I keep having to pause it to untangle yarn. Already as slow as it is, like if I had to account for all the time I take to untangle the yarn, I would knit 0 rows, because I could easily take over an hour to just unknot yarn. So some questions I have: if you are a person who knits and you are on this YouTube video, first of all, hello, because this is my first knitting YouTube video. I think. Yeah, it definitely is. Anyways, I have some questions. First of all, what is your favorite type of yarn to work with? Because I myself have only crocheted or knit with acrylic yarn. I also make rugs, and I am starting to venture into the world of wool, but I think that the wool for tufted rugs is a little bit different is very different from knitting wool, just because it's a lot more like heavy duty, because it's meant like people are going to be walking on it, and that's pretty much its only purpose. So like it's not meant for clothing wear. So I'm just curious, like, what is your favorite flavor? Should I say flavor? What is your favorite flavor yarn? And not color, but like fabric? I don't know. As you can see, I don't really know a lot of the jargon used for yarn. But anyways, yeah. So I've heard of merino wool. Mohair, of course, I've heard of mohair. And the only thing I really know about it is that it's very expensive and it's very thin. And it's very beautiful. I mean, it's so beautiful. That's another thing. So I'm just curious. Even crocheters, if you use fancy yarns, I want the names of it, just because I really want to save up and to get my technique better so that I can buy yarn from like Wool and the Gang, and I've heard of Knit Picks and We Are Knitters. I think those are the big 3 companies that I have heard of that sell yarn, like the fancy beautiful yarn. But I'm just not good enough yet, so I'm really trying not to like buy anything nice, just because like I want to know how to make something nice and then have a plan, like, okay, well, I want to use this yarn, so then I can like buy exactly what I need. And just saving money. I've been spending a lot of money on yarn for rugs, so and the thing is that like I'm comfortable buying for rugs because you know, the customers are asking for wool now, so I'm happy about that. But like, because I just kind of knit and crochet for myself, I just can't justify buying fancy yarns for myself yet, because I feel like I gotta earn it a little, you know what I mean? I gotta earn it. I gotta prove that I'm worthy of it and that I'm actually going to use it, and that it's not just gonna sit on my shelf and collect dust. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we are in the last 10 minutes. I mean, we're about to be. And am I nervous? Yes. Should I be nervous? Yes, because my reputation is on the line. Just kidding. I'm not nervous. I mean, I'm a little nervous. I think I feel a little bit stressed out, but that's okay. I just need to relax. It's not a huge deal. It's not a huge deal. I just have people on here who are counting on me, and if I fail them, they might hate me to oblivion. That's it. I'm just kidding. There's like nothing on the line here. I mean, it would just suck if I didn't get a lot done. Okay, so I have 2 minutes left, and I want to see if I can finish one more row. I'm not very confident, but the thing is that this is like a knit row, and knit rows are a lot easier for me than purl rows. And also, like, I wanted to make this rule that like for this last row, if I like am more than at the halfway point, then I'm gonna count this whole row as finished, because I'm gonna round up for all that lost time it took to push record or take a sip of water and all of that. So yeah. I just hope I can make it without like cheating like that, because that's a little bit of cheating, but not really. So I'm gonna put my needle in first, and then I'm gonna push play. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out right now. I'm freaking out, even though there's nothing on the line. I'm like acting like there's like $1 million if I finish this row. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay, just keep going. Just keep going. It's because I split this one. Oh, I split through this yarn. I was going so fast. Okay, last stitch, last stitch, last stitch. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 0. So now I'm gonna count this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay, so I made it over the halfway point. So I'm gonna count this row as finished. And I'm also gonna finish this row. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it off camera really quick, just so that we can like count clearly. Because if we count it like this, like you can't really see it. So this row counts. Let me just finish it really quickly. So I finished the last row. And it looks longer to me. It looks much longer. And let's just see the grand total of stitches that I did. So if you recall, first we did 6. Oh my gosh, this doesn't even look like that much. So that's what I did in total. Okay, so let's count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 in the first 30 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dang. Okay, well, I guess that's an extra row, right? And I count that last row because if you calculate all the sips that I took, plus all the time that I was pushing record or fixing the yarn and all of that, I think, because it took like 30 seconds, it took like a minute to do that one side. Actually, it took 2 minutes. It's okay. It's okay. This is not science. This is not for anything important. So it doesn't really matter if I'm super accurate. But in 1 hour, the answer to the question, how much can Yaya knit in 1 hour, is 7 rows when it's a huge jacket like this. Yo, I really said 7 rows. I meant 13 rows. 13 rows total. I think another answer could be not that much. So how much can Yaya knit in 1 hour? Not very much. But again, this is like beginner's version. I wanted to do it as a beginner knitter so that when I like get better at knitting, I could calculate it again and just see if I have more progress. But just the fact that this is like 60 plus stitches long, it just takes so long to get all the way across. So that's not working in my favor. Anyways, so here is the piece right now, just to show you one more time. And here's like the color scheme. Like I said, I'm not even going to go into details just because this is going to be for a future video and you'll be able to hear all about it there. So I hope you guys liked this video for the week. If you did, I would love it if you liked and subscribed. It really helps out and it means the world to me. And I just love making content for you guys. That's why I'm really trying my hardest to do once a week or once like every 10 days. That's probably better for me. Honestly, I think weeks should be 10 days anyways, where it's like 5 days of work and 5 days off. I think that would be revolutionary. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let me know if you have any other content that you want me to do. I'm thinking of doing, I'm not even gonna tell you, I'm just gonna do it. And I'm curious to hear if you guys have any ideas. Yes. Anyways, bye.